So what's it like living in one of the safest communities in the country?
And the first successful master plan community ever in the country? Today, we're gonna talk to you about living in Mission Viejo. I'm Vickie.
And I'm Jim, and we're with the Bishop team.
Your leading Southern California agents right here in Mission Viejo that we're gonna talk about today. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we're gonna let you know what it's like out here.
So we've been living here in the area for over 30 years.
Absolutely, and actually, my aunt and uncle were one of the first to buy in Mission Viejo in the late 60s, early 70s, and I remember, I'm not gonna say how old I was because that's not a very kind thing to say your age, but when I was very little, I remember like raking a lot of the land in the industrial areas and on one of the churches that sprung up and kind of preparing it for the building in Mission Viejo before there was anything there. So we've been around, let's take a look.
So where is Mission Viejo? Mission Viejo is about halfway between LA and San Diego County. It is centrally located right by the El Toro Y. It's bordered by Lake Forest, Laguna Hills, Laguna Niguel, Coto de Caza, and Ladera Ranch.
The exits and how you get to Mission Viejo primarily is off of the 5/405 freeway, right after it merges off of Alicia Parkway, Oso Parkway, La Paz Parkway,
Crown
Valley Parkway. Those are your main exits off of the 5/405. You can also get there off of the toll road.
Yep, the 241 actually goes through the inland side, and you're not too far from the 133, and you're close to the 73 toll road.
Mission Viejo is a vibrant suburb in southern Orange County with a population of just under 100,000, and it's one of the best places to live in California.
Newcomers moving to Mission Viejo will love the area as it provides access to many fun activities, great places to eat and drink, shop, and play, more than you could ever want.
Mission Viejo was the first successful master plan community in the country and hosted part of the 1984 Olympic Games. Just a little fun fact about the city.
So typical for South Orange County transportation, you've got access to freeways, Highway 5 and 405, the toll roads. You've got airports.
So we drive cars. What you're saying is we drive cars in California. Beep, beep. Cars.
The SoCal car culture, yes.
Talking about cars and transportation, Orange County is known as?
Well, it's one of the electric vehicle centers of the universe, with higher ownership per capita than almost anywhere else.
Yeah, one of our open houses, we looked out and it looked like a Tesla parking lot. It was absolutely insane. Anyway, okay, so we've got freeways. What else do we have?
So one of the options for transportation locally is to catch a train either in Irvine or at the Laguna Niguel station. Those go up to LA or down to San Diego.
And the San Juan Capistrano train station is iconic. Everybody goes down there, or everybody, like a lot of the high schoolers during homecoming, prom, etc. Absolutely beautiful down in San Juan Capistrano. We've got like pebbled walkways, little brick, train.
Nice restaurants right there.
Fantastic restaurants, wineries, really makes you feel like you're a million miles away. San Juan Capistrano is right next to Mission Viejo, and a lot of people go there to catch the train and just to even spend the day and hang out and take some nice photos.
Additionally, you've got airports are close by. John Wayne, Orange County, Santa Ana is probably about 20 minutes away.
Okay, so when you're booking, since it has so many names for that airport.
SNA.
Santa Ana.
San Diego is about an hour to the south. LAX is an hour to the north. Long Beach, probably about 45 minutes to the north. And even Ontario isn't too far away, depending on where you're going.
Yeah, lots of good options for airports to fly out of here. And international, Orange County is an international airport. San Diego is international. LA is international. So you have lots of options, whether you're staying local or going international out of the airports.
And if you want to be a little bit more green, there's tremendous bike lane infrastructure in the town of Mission Viejo, and even bike paths out to Cook's Corner and places like that. So
absolutely beautiful place to bike ride for sure.
Great riding options.
And now the electric bikes, kind of to tag on to the electric cars, the electric bikes are a big deal. A lot of the kids have electric bikes, which helps them to get around the city faster. Mom and dad don't have to drive them everywhere, so you're seeing those really spring up as well.
And if you like mountain biking, you have mountain biking right in the area, like Arroyo.
Who would like mountain biking.
Waterworks is kind of, it's one of the most traveled local trails. And
Waterworks?
Yes, you're very close out to Aliso and Wood Canyon, up to Cook's Corner and the Luge.
Whiting Ranch, isn't that mountain?
Whiting Ranch is close by as well, San Juan Trail. So a lot of great mountain biking options. So let's move on to some of the lifestyle options in Mission Viejo and nearby.
So Mission Viejo is a very outdoorsy place. Living in California and living outdoor lifestyle in Mission Viejo has plenty of options. Your days will never be boring, as Mission Viejo is full of community parks, sports, water life, and much, much more. Lake Mission Viejo is one of the most popular spots in town and is a focal point for the community. This private 124-acre man-made recreational lake has everything you need to fulfill your lake life dreams. The lake always has something going on in sunny California.
Summer concerts, movie nights, community events, boating, fishing, kayaking. The OC Triathlon is a great place to spend your summer days. The lake is stocked with different kinds of fish, including trout, catfish, tilapia, bass, and sunfish. Our kids caught their first fish in the lake. And the lake is also where the Orange County Triathlon starts. Justin, our son, raced 4 times as the swimmer in a relay team and gave dear old dad a big enough lead so that we were able to win the relay race 4 years in a row. Justin trained at the world famous Natador swimming pool, which is owned by the city. This newly remodeled facility trains swimmers and divers of all levels and consistently sends athletes to the Olympics every year since the 70s.
Justin trained at the world-renowned Mission Viejo Natadors.
Yep, they have swimming and diving.
Yeah.
And from beginners all the way up to Olympic level swimmers and divers. They hosted the U.S. team tryouts. They've sent Olympians to the Olympics every year since the 70s.
Well, it's super common at any swim meet to see Olympic champions walking around the pool deck. Not only do they host Olympic tryouts and different meets and matches, not matches, they call them meets, right? To qualify for the Olympics, the Olympic champions oftentimes are just found there volunteering, doing the lane lines and blowing whistles,
Janet
refereeing.
Evans' parents were officials at a lot of the local meets as Justin was going through that. So really neat environment, and if your sights are in the Olympics, that's a great place to train.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful location, all really recently redone and owned by the city of Mission Viejo.
Right near the Natador pool is the YMCA on one side, and the Marguerite tennis pavilion is on the other side. So great outdoor activities right there in the heart of the city.
Absolutely beautiful. Going along the back side of the pool, where many, many people hike, is the Oso Creek Trail. People go out there with their dogs, hiking,
biking, running, walking.
Right. Beautiful trail, very common in the lifestyle of Mission Viejo residents to just go out on a morning hike on that trail. It's nothing that's too difficult. It's pretty flat, but it's beautiful, and within a split second you feel like you're a million miles away, really like in the forest or in the woods. So that's a really cool thing, the Oso Creek Trail. Along the Oso Creek Trail, you can spot local artwork, native plants, and various wildlife.
Parks can be found throughout Mission Viejo. Sports parks, dog parks, plenty of space to get your energy out, scatter across the city. Some of our favorites include Olympiad Park, Pavilion Park, Oso Community Park, Cordova, Granada, and Cherry Park. Those are just great places to go hang out.
AYSO is very well known in Mission Viejo, a large organization. It is
Area 84, very, very good competition out there. Great leading into club level if that's what you're into. Fun fact out by the lake is in 1984, the Olympic road race was in Mission Viejo. The finish line is right outside the entrance to the lake. You can see a little plaque that shows the course that they took. I think it was 3 laps. And you could, try and beat their time.
Oh, that is a little fun fact. We jumped from soccer back to biking. Who likes to bike here? All right. So Mission Viejo has all kinds of things to offer in regards to the parks and the sports and the outdoor life. It's really the lifestyle and the vibe that you get out here in Orange County.
So Mission Viejo is the host of the Regional Trauma Center. Mission Hospital.
Mission Hospital is a Providence hospital and flies people in from all over the place when there's traumas. It's an amazing hospital, again, part of the Providence network. If you go to doctors in that network, they've got a great system where they transfer you through, and it's called MyChart. It's all digital, so you can go to one doctor and then they send you to the next, and the next doctor can pull that up and see it in MyChart, what's going on. So Mission Hospital and the Providence network in Mission Viejo is very large. It works very well. There is another hospital nearby in Laguna Hills. It's the Saddleback Memorial Hospital, and that's part of Memorial Care. Another offshoot, right? So you kind of, usually when you go through the doctors now, you're Providence or Memorial Care or Kaiser, that kind of a thing. So the Saddleback Memorial Hospital is close by in Laguna Hills and offers that as well. We also have Kaiser Hospital in Irvine. So several choices in regards to hospital and healthcare here in Mission Viejo, all extremely close by, depending on where you are in the city. Mission Hospital offers one of 2 Children's Hospital of Orange County locations providing care for children. It's an amazing hospital with great care. Our children were both there when they were young, and the love and care and concern that you get out of the Children's Hospital is amazing.
One of the other things that Mission Viejo offers are several different golfing options. So if you're ready to hit the links, you've got Oso Creek Golf Course, Arroyo Trabuco Golf Course, Arroyo Trabuco Golf Club, and then private, you've got Mission Viejo Country Club, which is a very nice venue as well.
There are several other golf courses not far away, including
Shady Canyon, Pelican Hill,
Dove Canyon, Monarch Beach Golf Course, El Miguel Country Club. All of these golf courses are within 15-20 minutes of Mission Viejo and easily accessed.
Other options a little bit farther away include Torrey Pines or out to the desert, where you can find numerous golf options. So if golfing is in your bag, then Mission Viejo is a great central location to be. So Mission Viejo offers some of the best schools in the state. One thing to note is part of the city is in the Saddleback Unified School District and part of it's in Capistrano. So where you live depends on which district you'll be in.
That's right. Those districts kind of cut through Mission Viejo, both very, very good school districts, and both have a lot to offer. Also included in Mission Viejo is Saddleback Valley Community College.
That's the largest community college in the state, about 40,000 students.
And not too far is Irvine Valley College, otherwise known as IVC. Probably 15-20 minutes, again, depending on where you are in the state or in the city of Mission Viejo as to how far it is to IVC or Irvine Valley College.
And then close by, you've got UCI, UC Irvine, Soka University. So
Chapman University is not too far away.
So some of the schools Mission Viejo parents can pick from are the Oxford Prep Academy, De Portola Elementary School, that's where our kids started.
Los Alisos Middle School as well.
High schools, you've got options, Trabuco Hills, Capistrano Valley, Mission Viejo.
Mission Viejo spans a space of over 18 square miles and is one of the most secure communities in the entire state. Mission Viejo High School produces a lot of great athletes. It's a larger school than some of the surrounding cities, like Laguna Hills High School is much smaller. Mission Viejo High School averages how many in a senior class?
You usually see 700 to 800 per class, about 3,000 students.
Right, and that's in Saddleback Valley Unified School District. Just down the road from Mission Viejo High School is
Capo Valley High School is in the Capistrano Unified School District.
And those two high schools are probably only 5-6 miles away from each other. They're pretty close. But again, that's right where the two districts cut each other. And then again, Trabuco Hills High School also is in Mission Viejo, kind of in the northern part of Mission Viejo, and that's part of Saddleback Valley Unified School District. Lots of great options with our schools here. There are private schools as well, so we can talk to you, for a million years about schools. If you want to, make sure and like and subscribe, or give us a holler and a call, and we can run through every single elementary school, middle school, and high school with you in great, great detail, because we've been to all of them and we know them and our children attended them as well.
So part of living in Mission Viejo, you have to put up with the weather.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Our weather is the best. Sometimes we'll hit 100 when it's the very, very hottest. But hey, we've got like wild rivers to go to if it gets that hot. And many homes in Mission Viejo also have swimming pools. So if you don't have a swimming pool or wild rivers to go to, we've got the lake. Living in Mission Viejo offers residents a suburban feel and ranks as the 8th safest city in California.
Another great feature of living in Mission Viejo is you're only about 10, 11 miles from the ocean, so not too far away, depending on where you want to go, what surf waves you want to hit. And
you can so easily get to almost any beach down here now because some of the roads have opened up. So like getting from Mission Viejo to San Clemente is very easy. Some of the back roads have opened up down that way. Dana Point, San Onofre.
Laguna.
Yeah, Laguna Beach is always fun. You can take Crown Valley down to Laguna, or the 133 goes down to Laguna Beach. So beach access is very easy from Mission Viejo and has become easier.
So what's it cost to live in Mission Viejo?
Okay, so Mission Viejo is not the cheapest place to live in the country. Absolutely, that's for sure. But we already told you we're the Sunshine State. We have the perfect weather, one of the safest places in the country. It has a 171 number, 100 being average on the country. Mission Viejo is 171, so that kind of gives you an idea of where it falls on cost. It's heavy and it's hot.
So it is cheaper than living, in Laguna Beach, and you're only 10, 11 miles away. The average home in Mission Viejo through August of 2022 was $1,080,000. The average home price is up about 20% in the last year, and almost 50% since 2019.
If you want specifics about Mission Viejo or any statistics, numbers, what's going on today as you're watching this, make sure to give us a call. Jim is the expert at slicing and dicing. He does all of this for Berkshire Hathaway, for all of Orange County. He's the guy. So if you want to know anything about the housing market, what the numbers are, what currently is going on, what you can get, he's the guy. Give us a call and he will run you down as much as you want with all the information that you need and what's going on today as you're watching the show.
Remember that real estate is local, so one house on the same street can be significantly different than the other one, depending on condition, location, views, and things like that.
That's right. People always talk location, 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 and one may have this spectacular view of the lake and another might have a view of a block wall in the back. So all of that matters, and we can drill down into that with you on the phone.
Be sure to like and subscribe to get updates on things like that and all things real estate here in Orange County.
We are your experts in Orange County and would love to chat. Well, we can tell you all things good about Mission Viejo, and we certainly have and will. We should also probably tell you the cons of living in Mission Viejo. Oh, it doesn't have ocean front. But there are some homes when you get high up enough that you can actually see the ocean.
See the ocean, yes. So up on the hills on a clear day, you can see all the way down to Long Beach.
Oh, yeah.
And where the Queen Mary is and things like that, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, some of those high up, those are fantastic views. Like you literally look out, and it's in a distance, but you can see Fashion Island, Newport Beach. I mean, it can be absolutely beautiful, but you're not oceanfront. So darn, that's a little bit of a con. If you want to get your feet right in the ocean in the morning after your cup of coffee, you're going to have to get on an e-bike or get your way down there.
One of the other things is living in Mission Viejo, you are going to deal with traffic at certain times of the day, depending on your route. Pretty much like anywhere here in Southern California. With the car culture, you're going to run into traffic, and just be patient and know that it'll start moving soon.
Good news is, though, with now so many people working out of their homes, Mission Viejo, we have a little bit more land as you come into South Orange County, a little bit more space, oftentimes more bedrooms than other areas in California. So you can work out of your home and you really don't have to hit that freeway so often because of the way that the world has changed. And you can do that comfortably here in Mission Viejo in the homes that are available.
Another thing to consider is the location of Mission Viejo. The temperatures are a little bit warmer than, say, along the coast. You get the marine layer and some of that cold weather that keeps the temperatures down lower along the coast, which Mission Viejo will tend to be a little bit warmer. So something to keep in mind.
Which I like that.
Yes.
I love the warmth. So for me, that's a good thing. But some people who really want that coastal, overcast mornings and the dew and all of that kind of stuff, you need to move more closer to the water to get that.
Another thing to keep in mind is Mission Viejo does have association fees, HOA, homeowner association fees. The lake runs it's paid twice a year. It runs about $20 a month, so that's not a big thing. And then each neighborhood is going to have a different association fee depending on if it's gated, if it has amenities, pools and clubhouses and things like that. Some are $0 and some are going to be a couple $100.
And about the lake, almost all homes in Mission Viejo are a part of the lake. If the home was originally built and the original owners did not buy into being a part of the lake way back in whatever, the 60s or the 70s when it was built, then they are not. But I would say 95% of the homes in Mission Viejo are a part of the lake and get that fee twice a year.
Another bummer about living in Mission Viejo, you have no Mission Viejo pro sports. We mentioned the Diablos. Their football team has done pretty well, but they're not pros.
We send people to the pros, but we don't have a pro sport team right here in Mission Viejo. So we can go to Anaheim for that. The Orange County does have pro teams up there.
Most of that's going to be in
LA or San Diego, either
Although
which
they lost
direction.
their football team to LA.
Right. But there's other ways to scoot if you want to go for the pro sports. But in the actual city of Mission Viejo, there aren't any pro sports teams, but amazing youth sports and amazing high school sports. Then we'll send them off to college and pro. As one of the safest cities in the state, it's no wonder why more people are relocating to Mission Viejo. What makes a great city to live in is subjective. Some people might prefer a smaller city with a tight-knit community, while others might prefer a larger city with more options.
The most important thing is that your home provides you what you want and need. If Mission Viejo has everything that you're looking for, it can be an amazing place to live. When you've decided this is the place to be your new home, call the team of top-rated realtors here at the Bishop team. Moving can offer certain challenges, and we'd like to make it as enjoyable and seamless as possible. Give our team a call today at 949-464-8136 to see if we can get you into this incredible community. If you're looking to sell your Mission Viejo home, we can definitely help you get top value in the least amount of time. Until then, remember to subscribe to our channel for updates on everything real estate here in South Orange County.
So living in Mission Viejo is an amazing thing. We've brought up our own kids in the city. It's been fantastic. My aunt and uncle brought up their kids, so we've been around here since it really formed from the dirt up. And we'd love to welcome you here and see what you think about our city of Mission Viejo. Also, if you're thinking of selling, there's nobody better. We've been around town for a long, long time, as I said, since the dirt was there and there were no buildings. We would love to sit down and talk to you and let you know how we can get you the most money for your house and what we can do for you.
I'm Jim.
I'm Vickie. We're with the Bishop team. Make sure to like and subscribe, call us today, and we'll talk to you soon.